Missouri 5-1. Their only loss on the road to Texas A&M. That was 41-10. They're hosting Auburn. Auburn right now 2-4. The line on this one is -4.5 Missouri, over under 51.5.
I know Blaine's probably going to say, I got an inkling that this is one of the games where Auburn, nobody believes they're going to win, and they go in and win, and they play well. Until they do that again, I can't believe in them. I hope they win. I hope I'm wrong on this. But what is Auburn do? What is this group? What is this older group? And I hope Hughes shows this to the team. I don't care. What has this older group at Auburn done to make me think they can win the game? Win any type of game. The older leadership at Auburn has not won anything. Anything. For what, 4 years? You haven't even won a big rivalry game. In fact, you've given away a couple. So even if Auburn goes and plays good against Missouri, how do I believe they're not going to fall apart? I think the only thing that can save Auburn is the young leadership understanding how to win. I don't think the older guys know how to win. They haven't proven it to me. You can sit here and tell me you're a great salesman for 4 years. You don't make any sales, you're not a great salesman. Yeah, you can beat Alabama A&M. Yeah, you can sneak one out against a bad Cal team on the road last year. But what has Auburn given me to make me believe that they can go and beat Missouri? I don't think Missouri's that great. I think Missouri's biggest question right now is on offense and not defense, and that's exactly the opposite of what we thought was going to happen. They can fix it, and I'm sure Drink will, and I think they're fortunate to play Auburn. I've called Auburn the slump buster of the SEC because they are. You may have had a bad week. Don't worry. Here comes Auburn. So at this point, you've given me no reason outside of just hope that you can go do it. I don't think they can, and at some point, Brady Cook and this offense is going to figure out you need to give the ball to Luther Burden Jr. So whether Auburn plays good, they're going to blow it probably. They play bad, they're going to continue to blow it for 4 quarters. So we can get into the schematics and all this. I don't trust Peyton Thorne. I don't trust this Auburn team. And I think Missouri finds a way to win this game because Auburn will damn sure find a way to lose it, David.
I have an inkling.
Yeah, here we go.
Well, the thing, I look at it like this. One, I believe this game started at 7.5. The spread did. It's down to 4.5. So I think a lot
Who's hurt?
Yeah, a lot of people are leaning Auburn in this football game. And the one thing I really look at, and the one way you don't blow it is by keeping out of whose hands? That's Peyton Thorne's hands. Missouri gave up
the quarterback.
You gave up 250 yards rushing against Texas A&M, and I think Auburn has a really good back if he can hold on to the football and Jaquez Hunter.
Don't give him the ball.
Well,
he's had one game over 20. Hugh Freeze says every week we're going to give Jarquez Hunter the ball, and then all of a sudden it comes down to a great time to give him the ball, and Peyton Thorne's going to keep.
Well, maybe this is the week. Maybe this is the week that he gets 20-plus carries, because if there's ever
maybe this is the week that Israel and Hamas stop fighting each other.
It's this Missouri football team. They have struggled to stop the run, and if you can do that, it only makes the job easier for your quarterback. But I think Missouri's a better team. Yeah, but I do see flaws on both sides of the ball. You brought it up. They have a problem of not throwing the ball to Luther Burden Jr., who's a top 3 receiver in college football. I think we all agree on that. Brady Cook hadn't looked great this year.
He hasn't.
He looked better last year. So there's a lot of air and opportunity, and Missouri is the same way to find a way to lose games as Auburn does. In the past, trust me, I watched them last year at Auburn drop a ball walking into the
end zone.
They
won 11 games last year.
Or 2 years ago, drop a ball walking into the end zone, and lost that game. I know they won 11 last year, but they don't look like they're going to win 11 this year.
I don't know. They're 5-1.
Maybe that was just a flash in the pan. Well, who they played?
Well, they're 5-1. Auburn's 2-4. It's again, it's. David, what do you think? When you look at this matchup, what do you think?
I agree. I understand everything that you're saying, because I was shocked at how poorly Missouri played against Texas A&M, really on both sides of the ball, not having any answers. And really, it's sort of been leading up to that, right? Like, didn't look great against Vanderbilt. But I agree with your point that, like, what has given me confidence, I'm not just saying, like, has a chance to win, right? Like, anybody, any given Saturday has a chance to win. But what would give me confidence from, like, a betting standpoint to take Auburn money line or to go out and risk or even take the points necessarily right now? That's how, especially with it being on the road. In Jordan-Hare, maybe it's a little bit different conversation, right? That's why I liked them to win against Oklahoma. But then that one was what, 21-10? 21-10?
Fine. Look, winners, and you know this, David, winners find a way to win. Losers find a way to lose. And I'm not saying you're a loser in all aspects of life. I'm not trying to denigrate anybody. I'm just, from your point, my job is to try and give you the best analysis that I have to try and win money on these bets and tell you what I really think. I'm from Auburn. My dad was an All-American at Auburn. I was born in East Alabama Medical Center. All right, the first breath of air I took was Auburn Opelika Air. I would love to sit up here and tell you how much I believe in Auburn and how great Auburn is doing and how much confidence I have in them going and play Missouri. But that's not my job. right? That's one of the best parts about doing this and being able to talk about everybody's. I don't need access from people. I don't got to kiss anybody's ass to be able to get access from people. I've done this stuff in real life. So to me, I'm going to tell you what I really think because I want you to win money and I want to be right. And I hope I'm wrong on this. I hope Auburn proves me wrong. I really, really do. But right now, I've got no reason to believe in these cats. I think the young guys got a chance. They got the number 3 ranked recruiting class with 27 days left. I think Hugh Freeze is eventually going to turn it around. But this, the football team is about the older guys in the leadership.
Yeah.
And they have won nothing. You have won nothing at Auburn. And it doesn't make you bad people. Not going to make you a bad husband. It's not going to make you a bad father. But when it comes down to me trying to figure out what's going to happen against Missouri, you show me who you are enough, I'm going to believe you. And right now, Auburn not winning anything, and they find ways to lose games, and I don't think they want the moment. Pseudo-dysphagia, the fear of choking. It's all through the program.
I hope that's not the case. I do think from a strategy standpoint, your keys to victory are on the right track. If the Auburn defense shows up the same way they did against, say, Arkansas, right? Like I thought they did a lot of great things against Arkansas. If you show up and you play that sort of game against Missouri's offense, and then from an offensive standpoint for Auburn, if you run it more, even if it to the point of being one-dimensional, but just trade the turnovers, right? I think that's a way that you could beat Missouri.
Yeah, and I'm not sitting up here saying Auburn's going to win because I'm an Auburn fan. I promise you, I'm not doing that. I'm doing this from a betting standpoint.
I think you watch Missouri play Texas
Yeah,
A&M.
I'm doing this from a betting standpoint. And sooner or later, we talk about this all the time. The teams are going to find a way to get over it, right? We watched the Cubs not win a World Series for 100 years or something like that, and then they won it. Sooner or later, the team's going to get over a hump in a certain game, and I wouldn't be surprised if that game is this weekend versus Missouri.
Hey, what's up, YouTube? Subscribe.